Hello, good morning, happy new year, welcome to year 2023. I'm so excited doing this video this morning. Welcome once again, welcome to your year of victory, welcome to your year of greater expectation and impartation in your journey. Yeah, so quickly this morning, let's rush into what we have so that this video will not be too long. So this morning, the new year, we all have expectation we want to do, we all have purpose. At the beginning of the new year, you have something you want to do. Probably before the middle of the year, you want it to be done, but you just find it that before the middle of the year, you can't even do anything. So this morning, we are going to be talking about force in you. What is that force that is in you? When are you going to realize that there is a force? Like, when are you going to recognize that force? When are you going to recognize that force? At some point when you have expectation and those expectations are not coming to pass, you don't even have anything to help yourself so that they can be true. You start blaming yourself. Why am I even alive? What is this? Why am I doing this? Am I supposed to? Some particular point, you are not able to achieve them, but still you don't want to open your eyes to that force that this is it. Something is going wrong here. You don't want to identify the force. So this morning we are going to be talking about the force in you. How are you going to recognize the force? Because at some point when you are working and it's not going right, you begin to doubt your existence. You begin to doubt what you are doing. But how are you going to recognize the force? And it is until we recognize this force, that is when, so I don't need to tell you what you don't know. In fact, this year you don't need to hear new things. Just work on those things that you've known about, that you've heard about before, so that all those things that you've planned, will come to manifestation this year. I don't need to tell you what you don't know. Let me say it again. I don't need to remind you about what you don't know. And I only need to remind you what you have forgotten. That thing that you've said that you want to do, that you've forgotten about it, that is what I just need to remind you. That fault, you don't need to keep telling yourself what you don't need to do. You have to come to existence. You have to come to realization that this thing is false. You have to identify that force that is in you. Okay, so let me give you an example of a beggar that was sitting beside the road. A stranger was passing by and the stranger wanted to give him money, but he realized that there is no money with him. What will he do? He said, I don't have any money to give you. Then he was about to go. He just came back and asked the beggar, this thing that you are sitting on, what is it? What is inside? The beggar replied him and said, it's just one old rag, one old this thing that I'm sitting on. It's been a long time that I've been sitting on it. Then the stranger told the beggar, open it. He said, what point? What's the point of opening it? The stranger insists that, just open it and see what is in it. Then when the beggar opened it to his own, very surprising, what he saw inside that bag, this kind of box that you just sit on, is a beggar. He said it's just an old box that he carried around and sit. But when he opened it, to his amazement, he saw gold. When I mean gold, he saw gold, and he told the stranger, I've been carrying this thing all along my years of being, of begging, but I never opened it. So what is the essence of this example is there is that something in you that is more closer to you. In fact, it might even be closer than that box that the beggar is sitting on. It can be more closer, that is inside of you, that big achievement that is inside of you that you are yet to identify, you are yet to open. You kept sitting on it, you kept just drawing it back, you kept closing it. You don't know what to do about it. You just keep closing it. You be like, this thing is not, it can't work. That is force. You don't have to give yourself that mentality that this thing is not going to work for me. stop it. This year it might be a great year of, finally you are realizing yourself, you are realizing your potential. You know that yes, this thing is inside of you and you can work with it. You don't have to struggle anymore, because all you just need to do is identify that yes, there is a force. You'll be giving yourself a false hope when you know that you cannot do this thing, but you still put it in consideration that you are going to do it. Bring out that realization that you can do it. Give yourself that, that truth, not a false hope. Anything that you know that is false, just drop it beside. In this year 2023 is a new season where you need to manifest yourself. You need to manifest what God has given unto you. You need to show the world what you've got, and what people can gain from you, how you can change the world with the little that you have. That self-realization that you are a failure, you can't do this, it cannot work for you. Just stop it. Yes, it can actually work for you. Yes, it can work for you. Just put out that false, this thing that is coming to your mind. Just pull it off. You are good. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Just identify your faults. Know how, just put down how you are going to journey through the year 2023. And if there's any way I can be of help, just put it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about those unrealistic, things that is happening around us. People will be like, you can do it, but you yourself, you know that you cannot do it, but because a lot of people have been talking about it, you just have to work through it. Let's talk about all those things and how we can overcome it in the year 2023. Thank you.